Archangel's here with us, and I'm David.
I'm Jake.
Hi.
Oh no. Okay, master volume's down, music's off.
Music is on, dude.
Let's get
I
ready
see
for
that.
some powerful negatory.
No.
And so it begins. And this is why I stared at Tank when you said nothing racist.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, so thanks for joining us for the 1-year anniversary stream of Let's Play Death Ray.
Really
Jake,
wish I was here for the start.
I'm going to pass the controller off to you to get things rolling, because not only am I still setting up my brand new Nintendo Switch, but I still have to do the social media.
Yep.
So.
Since I have to have my laptop open anyway, I have comments on that way.
Do you super? Super. Thanks for asking.
So we figured we'd do something a little different for the anniversary stream. So we are going to do our top 5 games of the year.
Yep.
So the 3 of us got together and did our own individual top 5s, and then composited them into a overall top 5.
We ran them through a very sophisticated algorithm.
Yes.
We
many maths involved.
Yes, we cross-referenced, double-checked, we analyzed, and yeah, we did the things.
And
no Jews were burnt in the making of this list.
God damn it!
Instant regret.
Right?
Anyway, this game is actually not in our top 5. It is actually the game that came out 6th, so we figured we would throw it in as a sort of honorable mention and play it so that it, doesn't give away our top 1 game, which would be the other logical choice to stream.
Right.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we didn't want to give away the top 1 game of the year quite out of the gate like that.
So, Tank, as the only one who nominated this game.
Yeah, boy!
Why do you like this game so much?
It's Star Wars, motherfucker. That's why.
I knew that was going to be the answer. Like, I am also an avid Star Wars fan. I am not blindly attached to this, however.
Neither am I. I really haven't even done any of the multiplayer.
See, that being said, though.
I like the story mode really well.
Oh, the story mode, what I've played of it so far has been pretty great.
Yes, that is why.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
It's my son.
Sorry. Creating this account for the Nintendo thing is
Go get him, Jake! Cause I can't fly with shit anyway.
I've never floated.
Oh shit! So here we go, buddy.
Oh, it's real fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. But I do think that this game deserves an honorable mention for kind of a lot of reasons, honestly. Like, one, the fucking community is a bunch of whiny, backstabbing little just fucking bitches. Yes, I'm talking to you, other gamers. Grow the fuck up. Like, this game was not that bad. It wasn't that broken. And if you have any skill level at all, the pay-to-play, quote-unquote, I'm doing air quotes, I know you can't see it, that was ruined, because I didn't have time to set it up, that supposedly broke this game, it never broke the game. I ran across tons of those people, and
they sucked. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
I mean, there's that, but also, they were no harder to kill than other people who had grinded out this game and fucking played the shit out of it. The difference is that they didn't have to spend their entire life on this game. So, But, even still, everybody whined and cried, and the developers fixed the issue. They fixed the issue from the beta that was brought up, too. And this game is beautiful. It's fun to play, and the campaign so far, what I've done, I've only gotten up to the point where you start playing as Luke, but so far it's been amazing. There are some things that are wrong with it, don't get me wrong. But it's not all the stuff that everyone's been flipping out about, as far as in the community, you know what I mean? Like, it's... Everything has loot boxes nowadays. Who cares?
Even Battlefield has loot boxes. What the fuck is that?
Right?
Only one remains.
Call of Duty has it. Overwatch.
I mean, it wasn't a shock to call it.
Well, okay, fair point. But I mean, I'm not like trying to say, oh my God, Call of Duty has it. It's just like every large staple game that I have played that isn't a single player game fucking has loot boxes in it. And I get why people are upset that that is becoming a trend, but don't try to fucking call out Star Wars for it. This game is the first good Star Wars game we've had in a while, so fuck you if you want to make your stand on the universal gaming industry dependency on loot boxes with this game.
You know, I could just wish the Saiyans, and you guys could just wish the Saiyans into a meteor. What is it? Meteor belt? Asteroid belt? No,
The fuck are you talking about?
Did we talk about Dragon Ball Z already?
yeah.
Rebel mines protect the cruiser.
No one's
Destroy
probably
them
there yet.
and we'll begin our assault.
There were some people.
It looks like there's a comment.
No.
No? Or is that the little...
Jacob Van Gogh.
Oh, gotcha, okay. I mean, they're probably watching this and they're like, what is he doing?
Just saying, totally should have sped up to try and outrun the rocket. Could the rocket said boom, 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 chicka, boom, boom.
What?
Thanks for the feedback there. Thanks.
You just called him Snow.
What the
I
fuck?
know.
You just called the only black guy
I started
you
to
know.
call him Tank, and then I went, no, that's not right. Then I started to call him Snow, and I was
And
like,
finish
no,
with
I was
Snow.
right the first time.
Yeah,
And
you were.
finished with Snow.
Yes.
He always finishes with Snow. It's a bad habit. We really need to get rid of his cocaine addiction.
I mean, how was you?
So,
Says you, he says. Jesus.
moving on.
You got killed by 5 strikes.
Moving past my crippling cocaine addictions.
To our actual top 5.
Oh, to our actual top 5. We're gonna go there already? I'm not ready. Okay, good. He wasn't ready.
Our tie bombers.
I don't have a lot to say about this game, 'cause I've only played it.
She wasn't ready. I've only played the story and like.
So I have to say one more thing about the honorable mention for this game is that they didn't stick with the Battlefield 1, thank God, of like completely ruining the couch playability of this game. The two-player mode is way better than in the first Battlefront. Fuck.
I mean, Battlefield 3 has
Yeah, there's no storm.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. That's from the first game. Apparently, Jake. Well, either.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake definitely can't fly. He is real bad at space battles.
I'm pretty
Always.
sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get fucked up at space battles too. So.
I've been bad at flying since the old Battlefront years.
Yeah, he's never been good at flying.
I was actually pretty good at it.
He's
I always wanted to be.
real bad.
I enjoy flying in these. I
Yeah.
enjoy flying in this one. I'm just not good at it.
No, he definitely is not. Alright, so I'm going to do the social media stuff and then I'll be a little more focused.
Okay.
And then I think we can start launching into our discussion about top 5 games and those games.
No, Dave is wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, you dick.
No, we both agreed that your list was wrong.
Fuck you.
Dave and I had very similar lists.
We did.
Not so much.
You have because you two are fucking related.
And,
What?
Yeah. Plus,
and that means we like the same game.
Executed.
I was gonna say, and you both live in the same house.
That's
That is true.
That's although to be fair, there's a games I think David would have rated higher. Play it more, but he finished because it's my environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
That is definitely true.
I would have said. I forgot that.
We'll meet Meet again, friend.
Well, we gave you a list of games.
I know, and I deleted it.
Way to go.
Nice.
But you didn't.
Fortunately, everything that was on your list was on.
I know, but you did forget some of
The
those.
area is clear.
But we don't have that.
It's time to press our
Yeah, we've
advantage.
never played it.
Why there's gonna be a lot of games missing from this list?
Yeah.
Why there's
Yep.
actually a game of the year list. Like any game that was on the Switch.
Right,
Hey,
because we
fucking
just
hell.
now got a Switch that I almost said Twitch for.
I mean, I have a
It was
Twitch.
the Switch.
And
It's a Twitch Switch.
and now I have. Did you kill it?
I mean,
Did
I
you?
took it.
Did you kill the Millennium Falcon? Damn. You just got killed by an anti-air turret? What the
What
fuck
the
was that?
fuck's an aluminium falcon? I won. Because
TIE bomber
Hey, you
reinforcements have
came in with
arrived.
Boba.
There will not be any Switch exclusive games. There will not be any Xbox exclusive games.
well, we had access to an Xbox, but only for a limited amount of time of the year, and we played it exactly 0 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough controllers.
No, can't do it.
What?
Play the bomber.
You are such a whiny little girl.
It's ugly.
I don't blame you, but the bombers are slow. They have a little bit more health, I think.
They might have this thing, but I'm not
They
sure.
might. But I wouldn't trust it because I haven't actually played this
They might have this thing, but don't trust me.
Okay, that was terrible.
That was terrible.
thing.
You were defeated. You were the defeat.
I was defeated by my own skill.
That's amazing. Okay, so there we go, Jake. Yes, there's very clearly someone. Just don't know who. Also, what the hell is going on? Oh, shit. That's why. Take my phone off the Wi-Fi real quick so it doesn't get tracked. Stream. Although, actually, the router's QoS. But for some reason, the
Hopefully
stream
flying
won't
into the
load for
objective
me. I
doesn't
don't
damage
know
to
if
it.
it's my phone.
Possibly.
How's the stream looking on your computer, Jake?
Yeah, it is, but
It was working good.
Good. Oh, it's working now on my phone. So. I got my phone up now to manage comments if we need to.
okay.
So,
Motherfucker.
I mean, you're right.
you leave those poor X-Wings alone.
Why?
Because
Yeah.
they're kind of...
Hey,
Gone to grave.
you gotta let him have his fun.
Protect them.
I'm fine with the insult, it just doesn't make sense.
I know. After I said, I'm like, those are wings, not legs.
Yeah.
Those are the only things that will
Good
spread
try.
wide open for him.
There you go.
There you go.
Got it on the second try. Right. Okay, are you ready to move on to the
Took him out.
number 5?
I am.
Okay.
Let's talk about Game of the Year number 5.
Is another one that I'm not going to be able to really talk about much. And another one that was exclusively chosen by Tank. Its number 1 game.
Its
Wow.
defenses are down.
Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yes.
Target the rear engine.
That's okay, because Tank and I can talk about it. It's a good game. Did not really score anywhere on my top 5 just because I think there were some newer games that really bumped it out. However, they're fucking bringing in a Predator versus mode where it's kind of like...
It's a pain in the ass.
I'm sure it is. I haven't played it yet, but
I played it for an hour.
it looks
today and
amazing.
Still couldn't kill it.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
I just love that the Predator finally is getting, brought into a video game because, like, we've got games that are
Besides
bringing
Mortal
in
Kombat.
Jason and all that shit. But
Yeah.
You know, I had zero interest in that game, having played it. I would play to play Predator.
right,
That's all.
exactly. Yeah, no.
You try and hunt the bitch. This motherfucker, you can stand in one place. And if it's dark, have your night vision on. Fucking watch the invisible silhouette go through.
Okay.
But this motherfucker takes so many bullets.
Yes.
Like, they even put a fucking Barrett 50 in the game.
Okay.
I hit this bitch in the head. He just jumped away and kept fighting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he's Predator.
It's a 50!
It's Predator.
It's a 50!
They took a mini gun to him and he survived.
Yeah, he's Predator.
He's Predator.
Fuck you.
Also, are we saying space battles? Because I accidentally quit out.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, I think we'd all feel better on the ground.
Okay. Not me.
Well,
Anyways,
because some of us have more skill with flying.
also don't know if it's the stream itself that keeps pausing or if it's my phone. I think it's my phone though.
And my computer's all caught up.
Okay. Yeah, my phone keeps pausing to load every so often because my 4G sucks in my basement.
My 4G's amazing!
Yeah. All right. But anyways, back to the topic. Wildlands was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely one of those games that was more fun to play with friends. I beat it.
Yes.
I tore the crap out of the game. I played it a ton, and then everyone else moved on. Like, I still had stuff to do. I was still playing it, but everyone else on the PS4 moved on. It was one of the main reasons it fell flat. And then it wasn't set up for any real replayability. It was a great game while we were playing it. It was a lot of fun to go in and sneak in and try to do stealth missions. But like, if you had someone on your team who was like, I'm max level, I got all my shit leveled up, and fuck stealth, it could get annoying sometimes because you'd be sneaking in, you'd spend like 15 minutes setting up to the perfect spot, snipe a couple people, you'd be getting ready to move in, and all of a sudden, shit just starts ramming the base, explosions are going off, you're like, motherfucker. And that was pretty much the majority of my experience after like the first 3 months that game had been out, is everybody and their mom just wanted to summon a vehicle, ram it into the front gate, and then just shoot everything.
I mean, I had that happen, except it was low-ranked people doing that shit too.
I mean, fair enough. But, yeah, so, like, I really only like playing it with my squad.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why it dropped so far down, is because it wasn't really... There were no consequences for being an asshole in that game. If you wanted to be a total fucking tool, you could just be a total fucking tool.
I mean, kind of. You killed enough civilians, you're assholes.
Well, yeah, that's being an asshole, though. Like, it had nothing to do with screwing over your friends.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, see? You're a dick.
No.
Been over this.
I wasn't the one that started the shit. I just finished it.
Sure. God, I haven't played this game in so long. But yeah, so...
Sit down, son.
That's part of why Wildlands didn't make my list, is because the replayability plus the viability. Now, since, kind of like Jake was saying, since they since they added in the Predator mode, and I guess a PvP mode, I'm a little more interested to re-download it and play it again.
Maybe not mess with the tier mode either.
The what?
Tier mode?
No. I don't give a shit about tiers.
Walker exposed.
that shit.
Speeder and artillery units, pile on the pressure while it's still vulnerable.
Didn't they just open up a fucking, like, oh, it's tier 1, tier 2, like fucking seasonal mode basically for Diablo?
There's an asshole between the AT.
Yeah, I see that. There's also a shitload of snipers out there, and I don't want to fuck with that.
They just kind of play today with
What the hell's wrong with you? Clearly.
I'm going to be a dad again. Well, that is not.
Also,
wrong.
congratulations, by the way. Yeah.
Congratulations / condolences?
Right? Congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, the condolences are mostly
For her.
that has to be raised by...
Hey, fuck you.
Well, the kid
I'm a
too,
great
but
dad.
I meant I was gonna say it to the woman, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, all the above.
Yeah.
I am a great dad.
I'm just fun.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But back to Wildlands.
Yes.
I could not get into that game.
I know.
I thought the movement in it was very clunky. Like
Why
it
is there someone
felt
running
like
forward that you have to defend?
a PS2 era shooter to me, as far as like just moving around
You
and
mean
stuff.
SOCOM?
Hey, welcome to Let's
Kinda,
Play
yeah.
Death Ray, our Game of the Year edition,
I've
anniversary
heard-
stream.
I've heard like plenty of good things about SOCOM. I never get to play it because
SOCOM was okay.
fuck him up! Gee, fuck him up! Oh snap! Knock it out the box,
Happy
Luke!
anniversary,
Knock him
nerd.
out!
Hey,
Anna.
thank you. We are nerds, and it is our anniversary.
You're a year old.
We are a year old. Let's Play Death Ray is a year old. Yes, yes, that explains your maturity level.
Yes.
Nah, I'm pretty sure even a 1-year-old is more mature.
We're developing object permanence.
It knows
Yes.
how to stay quiet.
Wait. I'm not even going to touch that at all. But, so anyways, I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about on Ghost Recon Wildlands. It was a good game. It was a great concept. But kind of like you mentioned with the movement, the vehicles, honestly, like I felt like they did a better job on designing the vehicles themselves and the vehicle movements than they did the actual player models and the way the player models moved around the map.
Yeah, I definitely see that. It's
Yeah, driving one of them.
It's dope.
Well, the driving, the flying, like...
I never moving.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
I
flying,
forgot
the
you're
flying got a little
I don't
weird
like how
because,
close
like,
that ATM-6
when I
is
would
getting.
fly the helicopters originally,
Uh-huh.
it felt like I was flying. So I was perfectly fine.
And then they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
And
I
then
liked
it's
it
like-
after the update.
Yeah.
And Anna says the vehicle is absolutely the best part of Wildlands.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anna, did you get a mic yet so we can play?
Ah, who the fuck? Why the fuck is it pushing against me like I have someone behind me? Weird. Also, why is nobody attacking me?
Anna says 90% of what I do is cause traffic accidents.
Nice. Also, same.
I will say the most fun I ever had in that game was figuring out how to kill civilians without getting
Oh
killed
my
by
God.
killing civilians.
That was great. We figured out you could push them into the water off the dock.
And they can't swim.
They cannot swim, no. Yeah, that was great.
Me and Anna can play at some point in time.
Good for you.
Good for you and Anna.
Then we can actually talk.
Well, good for you. Poor Anna.
And condolences to Anna.
Right? Oh, God. Ooh, thanks for joining us for the Shit on Tank stream.
Basically, it is one, but nah.
And yes, Anna, it was magical.
It was. Oh my God.
Jesus.
The
That
ATM-6
and,
murdered
trying
me.
to create Nicolas Cage and unintentionally creating John
Travolta.
was pretty fucking amazing.
That was great. Yeah, we were trying to find the most Nick Cagey shit, and then we were like, you know what? That looks like John Travolta.
Face off.
So then,
We
exactly.
accidentally created Face Off.
Yep, and then we named him Cage Volta. Because we're nerds.
And it says, I mean, all I have to do is mute him and let him think I'm listening.
Oh my God. Oh, harsh.
Artillery units, concentrate your fire.
Alright, so, yeah.
Temporarily
Ooh,
offline.
hey, I can actually do damage to that. That's good for the whole team.
Poor thing.
Ooh, hey, they did it.
What are we in the Now I'm like,
Nice. I got into a competition on that, and then my friends started like cheesing it and or like doing shots where they were taking shots against things that they couldn't see. And I'm the type of sniper who, if I can't see it, the game's not going to render you in. Although I really just broke my own rule right there because I can see the muzzle flash. But yeah, I'm not gonna shoot it, especially in a game like Wildlands, where if you don't hit the head, fucking game over. Your shit's not gonna murder him.
Well, for me, what guns do you run? Like,
I mean, a lot of them.
because depending on like the distance and shit, I'll switch to the MSR.
I love the MSR is my main sniper rifle.
My main was the MSR.
Yeah, no, not me.
And then I realized, oh, this is MSR. Where are you?
I was okay with the M40. I just like once I got the MSR, I just ditched it. It was old news.
Oh, awesome.
I have to fall back.
Oh
Shit.
shit, here we go.
Fall back. Those turrets are done.
But then
Spike's about to get up
once
close
they
and
become
deadly.
aware to your presence, it's like, oh yay. Unless you-
I mean, I just had a philosophy of just don't get caught.
So do I, but sometimes shit doesn't go.
I never had that problem.
The first order moving in on key position in the mine hangar. We can't
Oh,
take
shit.
control.
They have Kylo Ren. Yeah. But I really don't have a whole lot else to say about our number 5 game of the year, Ghost Recon Wildlands. I think that pretty much covers it. The vehicle's the best part.
Okay. Then moving on to number 4, my number 1 game of the year, Persona 5.
I do love that it's your number 1 and yet it ended up at number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, so Persona 5. Now, Jake can educate us a little bit more on it because
Never
he's...
heard of it.
What the fuck?
Elite first order agent
It's JRPG, so it might lose your interest pretty much immediately, except that you're also an anime fan. And if you like RPGs and anime, you'll love this game. The opening sequence is essentially the opening sequence for
They have
anime.
Vader too? What the fuck?
Yeah, these guys are really, really doing good. Also, T-Hawk Mule says, Raid!
I saw that.
Raid! I don't know who that is. Ahoy, matey, 'tis a pirate is here. Okay, cool. Pirate Raid.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. I have no idea what this...
I don't know.
Me either, but I'm down with it.
Okay.
But Persona 5...
So, yeah, Persona 5, like you were saying, it's very anime-inspired in its graphics, and it has fucking amazing character design and level design, and
Yes, I just put it on.
just general art direction, which makes up for its not great graphics, because it was a game that was originally being developed for PS3, and then they were like, oh shit, PS4 is coming out next year, we have to switch gears.
Right. Well, and it's... I mean, I think for the style, though, the graphics work.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the stream.
Fuck it.
We appreciate the raid.
Yeah, we always appreciate the raid.
Right away, guys.
Right?
But yeah, it's...
You want to come play Tiddlywinks with my booty?
Whoa, Jesus.
Why?
Why is that your catchphrase?
Because it gets reactions like that.
I hate you so much.
No, you don't.
I want to
Oh,
know.
it's Kylo!
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, he was having a fucking temper tantrum in front of your face before he actually hit you.
I know.
I mean, did you see the fucking piece of the chair go flying too?
Give us your booty and women.
I mean, he got women, but he got
I'll
booty.
give you Tank. He's a large black man, but it'll have to
Offer
suffice.
your booty.
Some niggerific.
But, yeah, no, Persona 5, it's very hard to get into at first, but I find the story to be compelling so far, even without playing any of the others.
Hey guys, can I ask a question?
What?
Why are the Rebel lasers red and the Stormtrooper lasers blue?
It's Star Wars, don't question it.
mine
But
handler's the lost
wasn't
cause.
it like
Time
the
to make a
other way around?
strategic retreat and regroup.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, you
See
can
ya,
be a
T-Hawk.
Yeah, Persona 5.
Then let's fight.
Definitely an issue I have with a lot of JRPGs where it takes a long time to get all of the mechanics in place.
Right.
But there's also a shitload of systems in that game. It makes
There are.
sense. I'm 30 hours in and there's still mechanics I haven't touched in that game.
Really?
Yeah, there's
You're
still
30 hours in?
Yeah.
Fuck
I've been playing the
you.
fuck out of the game. I am very addicted to that game.
Clearly.
It,
It looks fun as hell, but somebody fucking ran off with my copy of it.
yeah, you can have it back when I get like another 150, 200 hours in.
Jesus.
But,
I'm gonna take a guess you're gonna have to buy another copy.
but yeah, but like I said, the art direction makes up for not great graphics. The music is fucking amazing.
I know just the intro music is amazing, so...
It's really weird,
Play
like
by
combinations of
I know.
jazzy
Play for your
stuff
squad.
and rock and J-pop in really interesting and awesome
Huh.
ways. A lot of great just piano melodies, some great vocals.
Fun fact, I like K-pop.
It is one of those things, like, if you are a Call of Duty only player, don't buy Persona 5. You will be massively disappointed, and then we'll have to deal with the 12-hour-long Facebook-fueled fucking
I mean-
energy drink-fueled rant that you're gonna spread all over the internet about this game that is amazing. It's just not for you.
See,
I mean,
you're
if
calling
you-
them Call of Duty players. That's no longer true. They're PUBG players now.
Ooh, I wanna bet and I get that game for free now.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna buy PUBG for the console for PS4.
Well, I know I got a Steam machine for Christmas. It's like, I'm wondering if I want to wait on getting it for Xbox or if I want to just wait for the Steam machine.
Right. See, I'm not gonna play it on my computer. At this point, computer gaming is too expensive to keep up with, and I don't have enough people to actually game with on the PC for it to be relevant.
I mean, the only things I really want to play on the PC are
I never seem to be online with at the same time as any of my Arma friends, so it's just like, fuck it.
You'll have me soon.
But we're never online at the same time. It's the same problem.
Sometimes. Then I guess we have to have a gaming date.
Yes. Because I'm good at setting those up. But
You're just throwing your grenade
yeah,
on yourself.
dude, shut the fuck up. I hit the thing and it bounced back. Shit happens, then you die.
Quite literally in this game.
Yeah. So anyways, back to Persona 5.
It's also the best turn-based RPG I've played
In a very long
probably
time.
since Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like it's just very well polished and it moves really fast because it's built around basically combos instead of like drawn out fights like you have in like Final Fantasy X.
Go get you some of the oil.
Where like if you hit an enemy with their elemental weakness, then you get an extra turn.
Yeah.
Then eventually you can switch your extra turn to a different player, so you can just keep the chain going until you can just fucking murder everything. And on the other side, the enemies can also do the same thing, so it can get real bad real quick.
Yep. I saw that coming real quick.
It really speeds things up and
Rocket to the face.
I guess you weren't a tough motherfucker, were you?
No, I'm squishy as fuck.
That day.
it's
Hey, you get loot now.
a lot harder to
By
sort of
Y silver. Thing that
go
reminded
into
me.
a fight not knowing what to do and still win. You kind of have to strategize. You can't just fucking mash attack and still win. You will get fucked up.
Right. Yeah,
No
no.
matter how strong you are.
It definitely, like, I'm only 2.5, 3 hours in, but it definitely, you can tell the strategies are coming. There you go, Tank.
Oh yeah.
Like, they set it up so, like, your character choices are going to be important. What you carry, what you equip, like, that shit's actually going to matter. And I love that
Yeah, then your main character, you can also have multiple personas,
Oh, nice.
which are like kind of like Pokemon.
Kind of,
They're
yeah.
mythological and literary creatures that you capture, and they determine like what magic you can use and your stats and stuff like that.
Yeah, they help your stats differently.
Hey, you wanna
You
shoot
get different elemental
Jesus
attacks with
Fuck,
them.
52.
Like,
and
I've seen
60?
that
What the
already.
fuck is that
Yeah,
shit?
they get like different abilities.
What
Then
the
you
fuck
can
is that shit?
you execute them, and they like fuse together to make more powerful ones.
Wait, by executing them?
Yes, it's a very weird game. It's
No
it's a JRPG, but
shit.
it's set in modern Japan.
Yeah, and like you have to go to high school and shit.
Yes,
Like-
because along with like the RPG stuff, which happens when you're basically invading people's psyche, you have like high school stuff to deal with. You have to take your midterm exams where they actually make you answer questions.
Yep, you actually have to make it to school on time and fucking not be late. If you skip school, from what I understand, it has consequences on the game.
You can't skip school.
You can't?
No, they do not let you. But
Oh.
you do have to manage your time. Like that's a big part of the game.
Yeah.
Is you can usually only take like 2 actions in a day,
You and me.
and you have like your stats that you can level up. You have your relationships with various NPCs that affect the dungeon stuff. You have side quests. You have the mementos, which is like the public subconscious that you can go into. Yeah, there's a shit ton of stuff to do, and you have to kind of manage what you want to do at any given point, which
Right.
is like all of that stuff's really fun. I was kind of worried I wouldn't enjoy that kind of thing, that part of the game, because it's very hit or miss for me with stuff like that.
Right.
But so far it's all been really fun, and I like most of the characters in that, but I am okay with spending 10 to 15 minutes just
Inside their
going
mind.
through dialogue trees with them.
Nice.
I know you only go in evil
Oh.
because you go into their palaces, which are representations of their distorted views on reality.
Right. Like, I kind of caught that it might be headed in Persona 5 requires so much from the player. Yes, it does. But that's part of the reason why it's in our top 5 is...
Somebody said I.
and it might have made it a little higher, except for, like Jake said, my copy of it has been sequestered in his room while he dumps 30 plus hours of time into it, whereas I've managed to put, like, 3.
Yeah.
So, but it definitely ranks top 5 because what I did get to play of it, it's fucking amazing. I love it, and if you are a fan of anime or traditional JRPGs in any way, pick this game up. It doesn't matter that it's chronologically the 6th game in the series.
Well, it's the 6th game in the Persona series,
Yeah.
which is a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei series.
Look, I was trying not to get overly complicated, Jake.
I mean, it's a JRPG.
But the story, you can still follow the
Yeah.
story. It's
Yeah, that
very
was not an issue
playable.
at all. And yeah, it's also, I really like there's 4 levels of difficulty. So like if you're new to JRPGs, you can play on easy. If you don't care about like having a challenging thing and you just want to enjoy the story, you can do that as well. Or you can go to hard, which is a pain in the ass.
I bet it is.
There's one mechanic that's keeping me from playing on hard, so that's what I started on, and that's if your main character ever dies, it's an automatic game over.
Oh shit.
And playing on hard, like even non-boss fights, if they ambush you or just shit goes wrong, you can pretty easily get one shot,
I bet.
which makes it really difficult to do.
See, that was one thing I loved about Star Ocean, which I know didn't make our list because it didn't come out this year, but we did play it this year. The newest Star Ocean
Yeah.
was, oh, you died. There's no continue.
Yeah.
Reload from your save point, bitch.
Which I do like.
I do too.
And the level design is also really cool. Like I was saying, like the different palaces are different people's huge views of the world. Like the
Right.
first one, like a pretty traditional JRPG thing, like it's just a medieval castle basically.
Right, that's the fucking gym teacher, right?
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit.
Yes, he is.
No, you don't even know. You haven't gotten to his bad things here.
Jesus.
Uh,
The pedophilia is not the bad thing?
yeah, you made it further than I thought then. So yeah, that's but
What happened?
yeah, the second one, the guy is an artist who's plagiarizing his students' work. So his whole thing is a museum.
Oh shit.
So like instead of like armored knights walking around as the shadows, they are security guards.
That's awesome.
Instead of like a treasure map, you find like the little information pamphlets, and those are your maps.
Nice.
Eventually it turns up like it's Escher style painting where you have to like go through the painting.
Why are they literally
So like Nintendo, fucking Mario 64.
Kinda, yeah.
That's awesome.
Why do these people just keep banning?
Yeah, I can't wait to. I have no idea.
Do they not know how to actually do it?
I cannot wait to play more of that game. Definitely a top 5 for me, but it was number 5 for me.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely feel that that was somewhat influenced by the lack of time that I've been able to play it.
And it's definitely a slow start.
Yeah. So, because the more you talk about it, because you've slowly been dropping shit as you've played it, the more I really want to spend time on that game.
Yeah, then honestly, like even as much as I love like the music and the gameplay and stuff, the story has been the big thing for me that has me like 100% hooked. It just does a really good job of balancing like very dark and mature themes of, like you said, pedophilia, suicide, just shit like that, and at the same time having like very tropey anime humor that also works. Like one of the characters is a cat who can turn into a bus.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far yet. What? The fucking cat was cool to begin with, but
Yeah, Morgana's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, they do a really good job of like those tonal shifts, and like they'll get really heavy for a while, and then they'll take a break and give you some lighter stuff. And it's also like just the fucking smartest game that I've ever played. It deals a lot with like philosophical issues and especially psychology. When you go to the prison place, Igor and the twins represent your super ego, and
Right.
Dave. The entire concept of personas comes from Carl Jung, and like 90% of the story in that game is based on his work.
Yeah, which, but that's a whole philosophy debate for later.
But yeah, it's really good. It does interesting stuff with like literary theory and psychology and stuff like that I absolutely love. That like you don't need to have an understanding of to enjoy the game. But for me, like it has added a lot to it.
Right, it definitely adds to the experience. Yeah, I get that completely. And then trying to make sure I covered all my topics as to why that made top 5 game of the year. Yeah, I think that covered everything, because, like, one of the big ones for me was, oh, no, that was the other thing that I wanted to mention real fast, is, as an old school anime fan, you know, Gundam Wing was the shit back in the day, and the fucking graphics and art style in the cutscenes are Gundam Wing style animation. Like, it looks like you're watching an episode of either Death Note or Gundam Wing, and I love it.
Yeah, that character who 100% looks like Kira. And you end up having a very similar relationship to him that Kira and L have.
That's awesome.
Because he's a high school detective who is investigating your group of thieves.
That's awesome.
And you befriend him. It's great.
That's amazing. I need to play this game more.
And it's definitely also made me want to look more into that series. 'Cause it's a series I've been wanting to get into for forever and just never have. Like, I think since Persona 3 is the first one that I heard of.
Right. See, Persona 5 is actually where I started hearing about it. So I bought the game that I started to hear about.
Yeah,
Hey.
makes sense. But
So-
yeah, that's all I have to say about Persona 5.
Same.
But yeah, like I said, it's my number one game of the year. It might honestly be in my top 5 games ever if it continues to be as good as it has been so far.
Damn.
I really like
Capture
it.
squad.
Fair enough.
Take position
I know,
in the
because I've never
control
seen you
zone.
dump 30 hours into a game this fast ever.
Yeah, I mean, it happens occasionally.
It's pretty fucking rare though.
Yeah, I think the last game to grab me like this was XCOM on PS3, so it's been a while.
You know, XCOM wasn't that. I tried to play.
Did you say XCOM wasn't that good?
I was gonna say XCOM wasn't that bad.
Oh,
I never
okay.
got
I
to play
love
it, but I got to watch like some of the gameplay.
I thought you were gonna insult it, and I was
No.
like, oh.
I
Like,
would have to change.
one of the games I'm most excited about to get for my Switch, besides Breath of the Wild, is fucking Mario vs. Rabbids.
Yeah.
Because it is XCOM with Mario.
Yeah.
Um,
It's XCOM, but I can fucking throw Luigi at my enemies.
Right, exactly. Which should be an option in every game, Nintendo or not.
Yes.
There should always just be the throw Luigi button.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay, so moving on to number 4 game of the year. Number 3. Sorry, whoops. I can count.
So this is another one that was on my and your list, but not Hank's. I actually think this was your number 1. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn was my number 1.
Yeah, that's why.
The weirdest thing ever in Persona 3 is that you shoot yourself in the head to summon your persona. Fucking awesome!
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It does.
I was about to say, yeah. There's a reason why it's not on my list because it's
A PlayStation exclusive.
Yep.
Yep. Fucking. Oh my god. Horizon Zero Dawn is my number 1 for so many reasons. Especially when you look at all these games that are coming out now that are being dropped for 4K TVs, the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One X, and all this stuff. Horizon Zero Dawn still, at the start of the year, before they were really focusing on that, before the game developments were like, oh, everything has to be this amazing 4K experience, was still one of the most beautiful games I have ever seen. Still is. Still beats out most of...
I agree. I think it's the best looking game of the year.
Absolutely. And that's just one of the many reasons why I fucking love this game. It is so beautiful, and it is so fun to play. I love open world games, and Right, I mean, there are some people, unfortunately, they're weird, but...
I'm generally not a big fan of that stuff. I like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn was amazing. There was the giant open world to explore. I found the weapons that Aloy can use very diverse and interesting, even without there being a lot. Because one thing that that style of game usually does is they want to inundate you with, like, here's all your armors, here's all your weapons, you can have 9 million different things. Horizon Zero Dawn wasn't like that. It was like, no, there's 4 fucking options. There's 4 of this, there's 4 of this. I mean, there's a little more than that, but you get what I'm saying. Here's your options, fucking take it or leave it, go fuck yourself.
And it was a lot more about upgrading the different types of weapons than having like 30 different types of...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then upgrading your skill with said weapon.
Yeah.
Not only your play skill, but your actual skill points. I'm looking forward to the Persona 5 dancing spin-off.
I've heard the music rhythm games of that series are actually really good.
Alrighty.
I don't think I would enjoy them, but I'm glad they exist.
Right? Well, yeah. But back to Horizon. I can't wait till I can afford to download the expansion, because I'm sure it is fucking phenomenal. I love the story. The story is compelling, and it's told in such a way that it keeps you interested. I had to, which I normally don't have this problem in open world style games. It's usually much the other way around. I had to actually force myself to stop playing the story missions and go do the side stuff so that I didn't miss out on everything that this game had to offer.
Captain Phasma.
See, I I did not get super into the story in Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it was. I think it's a cool plot. I think the world building is great and super unique and interesting. But I found every character in that game to be very boring.
I disagree.
With like, Aloy was okay.
They weren't great.
And like honestly, my favorite story thing wasn't even the main story. It was the story told through the fucking points.
That's a great extra. The viewpoint stories.
Yeah, like I found that story very interesting. And like that's part of the reason I never finished.
But that's part of the main story.
Yeah, kind of.
No, it is.
Yeah,
But you never finished the game. You don't know how
I know the full story. I've seen the entire story between playing it and then what you.
Sure.
But like I don't know, between like watching the ending because you did it and like getting all of the viewpoints which filled in the stuff like I hadn't seen you already finish. Like I don't know, I still feel very compelled to finish it through.
Well, of course, if you've already seen it, that makes sense. But it still was a good story, and I like the way that they left it because I'm sorry, but too often now game developers are like, hey, we're gonna have a bunch of DLC for this, so it doesn't matter if our story just kind of abruptly ends with no real closure or anything. It's just suddenly you're back on top of this castle and you're talking to this bar wench who has no reason to be there. Like, so many games end like that because they know, oh, hey, we're gonna have 12 DLCs to this shit, so we really don't have to write a good ending. It's sloppy storytelling, and there was a conclusion. It left it open for the edition, but it didn't leave you feeling like, you know, okay, where is this supposed to go? It just kind of ended.
Yeah.
With the open ending at the same time.
Like I said, like the story itself was really good and really interesting, but like I don't know, I found it very boring to talk to NPCs in that game.
Now, that's my one complaint about that game, is that the NPCs were not well thought out. Not all of them. There were a couple that I found to be very interesting, but a lot of the NPCs, I would agree, it seemed like they didn't put as much thought into them as they could have. With the exception of the Bannock and the Machine Priest, I feel like they did an excellent job with them.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. Like the cultures they created were interesting. Like it was fun to like learn about them and go to different cities and like see how they like dress different and the different design and stuff like that. But anytime it was, you know, the like dialogue trees and extended conversations with characters, like none of the characters were interesting enough to make me want to keep doing that. Like,
did you ever play the mission where you went to the Bannock Machine Priest and like they've got all the docile creatures?
Yeah.
I fucking love those conversations. Like, otherwise I could see where you could say that, but I thought those conversations were fucking interesting as shit.
I think they were probably the most interesting in the game, but even then, I felt like I wanted to hurry through that stuff to get back to playing the game, which was really fun, and killing machines.
See, I really liked that, so I would have to disagree with you there.
Okay.
We won!
The combat is amazing.
Yeah.
Both the melee and the bow, and well, all the long range weapons really,
right,
were fantastically done. The different upgrades and how it affects how you have to play.
Can I interrupt this real quick? Just want to say, Black Guy in his first multiplayer game actually won his.
Good job.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You actually pay attention to the game. We're having a very serious conversation here.
Yeah, about a game I know nothing about, so.
Yeah, not my problem.
So it's all good.
No, but it is an amazing game, and if you have the PS4, you should really pick up Horizon Zero Dawn. There's a reason.
If you have a PlayStation.
There's a reason. I said that. There's a reason it's #1 on my game of the year. The surroundings, the scenery, the story, the gameplay itself. Like, I want to go back through and play it again because it's fucking fun.
I will say from the gameplay that I watched, it looked amazing.
It is. It is tight. I love it. And just so many different... What, oh, Jesus.
You said it's tight.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you so much.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, but you know what I mean. Hey, you're going to the Wookiee homeland. Home world. Fuck me. Klaus the Porpoise also likes the home world.
Nah.
Oh, you need to burn them too. How does that make you feel? Oh wait, never mind. You're a clone trooper. Nah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a clone trooper. He gets to go against, or with the Wookiees.
Yeah, I had to think about that. I'm like, wait a second, that's not right.
They become
Colors.
the bad guys.
They have colors. They're clone troopers.
Anyways.
Did you notice that too?
Yes, I definitely noticed the overt theme of racism in Star Wars.
Grab an eye on disruptor and tear it apart. Go.
No, I meant like how the clone troopers are all colorful and shit, and then stormtroopers are plain white.
Yes. CGI and budget had a lot to do with that.
No,
But,
I didn't think about that part.
yeah.
Holy shit, you
I
almost
mean,
got blown to shit.
we're talking about the original
Almost.
Millennium Falcon's fucking takeoff sound was done by
I mean,
distorting a flushing toilet through a sound filter, so
I don't think you can hurt that, Jake.
probably
It
not.
doesn't seem like it.
Anyways, moving on. So do you have anything else to say about Horizon Zero Dawn? Because I could probably like run through some synopsises and some different things that are fucking amazing about that game all night. But we do have 2 other games to talk about.
One of the few things I didn't like about the gameplay was I wasn't big on how the climbing was in it compared to like other open world action games.
I liked it. The only thing I don't like about the climbing is that it has to be point to point.
Yeah,
It's
that's my main.
it's a little too forgiving. Now on some of the stuff later, I see why. Because if they were dicks about it and were like, yeah, you can jump to that rock. Can you grab that rock? No. You'd never be able to get some of the fucking collectibles. But I'm okay with that. Like
who goes after
me. I almost have all of them in that fucking game. That's how much I fucking love that game. Anyways, yeah, so fun. But yeah, I could, especially on some of the jump puzzles in the actual storyline, they should have been much harder. That would have been nice. Would have added another layer of difficulty to the game. But again, it just lets you get to some of the fun shit faster. So I'm not gonna completely like throw it out as like a negative. It just, I think it's something that they overlooked when they were designing it. Yeah, you can't shoot it unless it says attack.
Okay.
If it has the lock symbol, you can't damage it.
Makes sense. I do wish the rewards for some of the collectibles were a little bit better. Like, by the time I started
Collecting them?
finishing sets and getting to, like, yeah, I already have better stuff.
Right.
Like, not every game, but a lot of those open world games, yeah, it's a pretty common issue, so, like, I'm not gonna hold it against Horizon Zero Dawn too much, but, it was a little bit annoying.
What I was hoping was for, like, special, and what they should have done, in my personal opinion, is, like, special editions of those weapons.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're gonna give me this weapon that I've already had for fucking 3 weeks. Great. But give me, like, a special version of it. Like, now it's the epic Shadow Hunter bow.
Right.
And okay, so it doesn't increase my stealth. Great. It doesn't increase my damage. Great. But have it do, like, it now does 5 points of electric damage or something. You know what I mean? Like, some little thing that's not going to change the whole landscape of the game. But give me something that makes me feel like I didn't just climb 6 fucking mountains for no reason.
Right.
Yeah, I could see that. But again, like you said, that's in every open world game. which is why in most open world games I say fuck collectibles unless I happen to walk on top of them. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the few where I actually went after the collectibles. So, so moving on to number 2.
Okay. Number 2 is Destiny 2.
Of course it is.
The best DLC to Destiny 1.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, but it's still great.
For a DLC, it's amazing.
Man,
Actual made game.
don't shit on Destiny 2, dude.
It could have been better.
Don't shit on Destiny 2.
I kind of see Tank's point. Like it didn't feel like as big a step forward in the franchise as the Taken King did.
Well, no, I don't think it was supposed to be. I don't think it could have been. And let me finish. And retain the amount of players that it did. The problem is that it wasn't a big enough step forward for some people, so they lost players that way. But to keep the player base that they had, you kind of had to give them little things in increments. Because, again, this is another example of the community ruining a game. Because Destiny 1 community, all those fucking people who got in at the last minute or who just didn't play it, bitched and threw a fucking fit online and became this massive fucking conglomerate of whiny bitchiness. And we're like, oh, I didn't get to do everything. This shit was too hard to unlock. How come I couldn't unlock this shit by myself? Blah, 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 blah. Why do I have to do all this to get to this light level? Because it's designed to be a social game, you fuckstick.
Yeah, I mean, I think the issue was it was a lot of first-person shooter players experiencing their first MMO.
Right.
And not knowing what that was like.
But the problem was that there was enough of them in the community causing that Bungie adapted to them, right, without trying to lose as many of their previous dedicated MMO players. And so what you ended up with is the hardcore MMO players whining and bitching and, oh, this isn't fucking good, I don't have to grind 6 hours to get a single fucking weapon. Fucking good. Like,
yeah.
Right. But
because, you know, for those of us that actually have day jobs,
right? No shit.
10 hours
now,
to grind something.
I did everything in Destiny 1, but Destiny 1 ate up so much of my gaming time. I played very little that second year of D1 other than Destiny because I had a fucking job. I'm glad D2 doesn't take up that much of my time, so I have time to play and enjoy other games. Because the thing is Destiny 2, I do love that game. And the sad thing is, and I can admit, is if they'd have stuck with their platform from D1, and it took that much time, I would still be playing. Because I fucking love that series. I like the way it's laid out. I love the control scheme. I like the classes, the different powers, things like that. And especially come Destiny 2, I fucking love the story.
Yeah, that's the big difference for me, is someone who initially was very excited for Destiny,
right,
played the shit out of it, and grew to hate it.
Right.
Having an actual story in Destiny 2 was a very big deal.
For the first Destiny, they kind of destroyed it. Because you're the explosion on that one, right?
I remember there being an explanation. I don't.
Because that wasn't supposed to be the story. Like, the main villain was supposed to be the speaker.
No, that's a fan theory. That wasn't actual. They had production issues. Like, people quit. That was a fan theory that floated around online for forever. But no, the speaker was never supposed to be the villain. That may have been like an original pitch idea, but as far as once they moved forward into production of the game, it was never supposed to be an actual thing.
Didn't the actual writers of that game just leave?
I don't think it was the writers. I think it was a writer.
Yeah, but he ended up suing them and taking the original story.
maybe.
I don't remember.
It's been too long.
You know,
I do remember playing D1 though, year one, and like everybody wants to try to argue with me and be like, oh, year one was so much better than year one of D2. The fuck it was. Year one, Destiny 1, and I've been a faithful, committed player since fucking beta. Dude, D1 year one was garbage. I kept playing that game because I didn't have anything else that I hadn't beat fucking 3 times. And then they came out with the DLC, and it made the game playable. Then they came out with the Taken King, and it made the game good. And then Rise of Iron was good too. I think Taken King was definitely the best DLC to drop for D1. Speaking of DLC though, Destiny 2 Curse of Osiris, I like that DLC. It's pretty great. It adds a lot more stuff for you to do, especially for like your MMO, hardcore MMO players. There's more stuff to grind out now. So there's actually stuff like, the DLC's been out for what, a week, 2 weeks now? And there's stuff in the game that I haven't completed yet. That's awesome. The new raid lair was done well. That is one complaint I have about that game. Is I don't like the way they are trying to keep the old raid relevant. I get it. They put a ton of time into designing it. It makes sense for the story. It makes sense for the story of what the raid is. I don't like that they keep trying to make it relevant. Or if you're gonna keep it relevant, give us a new raid as well. I like new challenges, new places. Forgot it's the anniversary. Aw. Hey, Zach.
Well, welcome, Zach.
Welcome, Zach, and welcome to our anniversary.
Tankers will try to detonate the tank's control centers.
Yeah, we
Hold them off as long as you can.
Yep.
That's back in the Persona class.
Yep. I really like Destiny 2, I do, and I'm looking forward to some of the stuff that's coming out. I mean, they just added a mechanic again with this last update, the Master Working Weapons. Again, something to go grinding for to try to get for your, to get your big time MMO players engaged. I'm gonna be going after that shit, because I'm a big Destiny player, I am. Yeah, that's just clankers. But
I'll be an Avenger.
So I thoroughly enjoy Destiny 2. I love the social aspect of it. I like the clans, the way they did the clan shit. It's really cool for me to be able to unite all my friends and stuff, and as long as they check in every week while me and my hardcore players are grinding shit out, they get rewards too, just for hanging out with me. I like that. That's cool.
I mean,
Okay. It doesn't...
Well, I mean, like, to say that, because everyone I normally play with is, like, moved down, like, normal. So, the game just got...
Explosive army. Get it off the west river tank.
Like, okay, gotta do this. Okay, gotta do this. Okay, gotta...
Yeah, I mean...
Repetitiveness is not fun.
I agree. I haven't had too much finish with that Destiny 2. Like, I haven't done anything twice other than like a huge strike that has always been nightfalls. They have different modifiers at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't done any of the grindy shit as I old.
The only thing that has been grindy for me is the fucking raid, and it's because I have taught that thing to so many different groups. There are at least 3 clans that I know of that will not recognize it, but that I taught how to do that raid. One of them I pissed off and they fucking reported our clan name afterwards, because it used to be the Lesbian Farmers, and then they reported the name and we had to change it. But yeah, they got pissed off at us at the raid because they weren't able to do it right. But we taught them how to do that raid, and they're this big competitive gaming clan, and they got real mad that someone who was, because I'm not good at Siege, and they all are, they got real mad that someone who's a fucking scrub taught them how to do it. So it kind of cracked me up, because Destiny is my jam, dude. Like, I'm good in Crucible at that. I'm good in Trials. Like, don't get me wrong, there's obviously much better players. But like I can do good in Trials. I can do good in Crucible. I know the raids in and out. Like I do guided games all the time. Destiny, I'm a huge fucking Destiny nerd. I know all the shit for it. I can tell you what weapons are the best. I can tell you what to combine to do what. It's just, I don't know, that game clicks for me, so I fucking love it.
And it's a good shooter. I do wish there was more RPG elements to it. But, I also understand why there isn't.
Right. Yeah, the MMO aspect of it, unfortunately, because everyone, the community's just not there.
I'm looking.
Nice. The community's just not there to make it more RPG-y.
Yeah.
Which is what makes me afraid for Anthem. Because Anthem looks amazing, but I think the community is going to shit all over that game and ruin it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because gaming communities are pissing me off right now.
Oh, yeah, they're fair.
Yeah. Like, seriously, grow some balls. Clearly no one remembers fucking, like, the original Legend of Zeldas and the original Marios, where video games fucking punished you for not...
In the tall grass.
Yep. For not devoting time and or being good.
Look down.
Yeah, Jake legit has a problem with darkness.
Yeah, I have night blindness. I literally can't see them.
Yeah. No, it's bad. Like, he would not have been able to do Crota, since we're on Destiny. He would not have been able to. Only because of that darkness room.
It's okay.
Thank you, Klaus.
Aww. The stream puppy has rolled over and demanded that I pet her belly. But, yeah, so, I mean, again, D2 is one of those things I can talk about for a long time. There are faults with it, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things I wish they changed. There's things I wish they did better. But it's another one of those games, kind of like this game, where I think it's definitely 10 times better of a game than everyone who bitches about it makes it sound like. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, there's actually a story.
Fucking, I think players had a hand in ruining both of those games. Like, some of the things that are wrong in D2, I think are due to the community. And some of the bitching that I've seen online, because they are very clear, direct correlations.
We can't keep running. Back to the cruiser, all of you. We hold there or we break. Morning parties are on their way. They blow the front line.
I don't know what he's saying
don't
either.
think it's a political thing.
I really don't.
Like,
Weapons ready.
I was just more saying that everyone nowadays.
Also, Tank is not trying to
Identified
say
enemy
fuck.
deploying to the field.
Oh, good lord. So, oh, shut up. I'm gonna hit you with
Hey,
this bottle.
at least I didn't make any Jew jokes when I was a flame trooper, okay?
Yeah, very good.
very proud.
But, there was something else I wanted to say. Damn it. I can't remember it now because that last rant, like, distracted me.
The music is also a lot better from the first.
It is. It is. Music is a lot better. The plot's better. Right. It didn't take 2 DLCs to get a plot.
I mean, and even then, like, it wasn't much. It was way more.
Yeah, Jake, you killed somebody.
More with a very loose story around it.
Right.
Whereas Destiny 2, like, it has a story, and it's a little bit hit or miss for me on the story stuff. Like, I like that they gave the characters actual personality now.
Right.
And they brought Kate in a lot more, which is great. They gave Icor an actual personality. But
Zavala's still a dick.
But I don't know, like, they did a really good job at the beginning of the game of setting up really big stakes with the tower falling, all that stuff, and you just losing your life. But like then as the game progresses, it seems to lose stakes instead of continuing to raise them.
Right. Well, again, I think that's because originally when they came out with that, I'm pretty sure. Now, this is just speculation from reading Bungie shit and from having played Destiny since its, you know, beta launch, its conception, realistically, is I think originally there was going to be more stuff with Gaul. I think he was going to play a hand in the Emperor Callus raid and stuff, but they ended up changing things around because they wanted to make an experience for those players who were like, I don't have friends, I'm never going to have friends, I don't like playing with people I don't know, I want to experience everything. So the raid is its own standalone story that supplements the story that's coming and then the story that happens in the actual campaign, but it's not required.
Right.
Whereas in the other stories, the raid was required in order to complete the story.
Right.
They went away from that, but I think part of that made it to where, because at least
Because
to,
you get people like me that your friends did all the raids and you got left behind.
well, I never leave any of my friends behind. All they have to do is ask, and I will take any group of people through the fucking raid, and they know that. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, I think for me is like it felt like you could just tell, having played D1 and the writing style and the game design style from D1, you knew that Gaul was intended to be much more, and that fight was just going to be like the start of it. Like, yeah, you stopped his army, but now it's personal. You know what I mean? Like, that was coming, but...
Oh, God.
Oh!
That's Darth Vader.
No, that was Phasma.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, she fucked you up.
And I don't know who killed her.
The
Good
guy
job,
behind
Jake.
him.
You did it, Jake. You killed
Yeah.
Phasma.
Sure, well,
The best.
Damn straight.
Brienne's gonna come back and murder you.
Why is there Yoda? What the fuck is going on? This is not the stories I remember.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, so I think that's one of the issues.
I like the idea of having a story in the story mode. It just wasn't done great. Like, it started really strong and then it just slowly went downhill.
Yeah, again, I think there was a,
Greatest DLC.
and I'm gonna fucking regret using this term with our audience and Tank being here, but it really felt like the climax was kind of a letdown. It felt like there was supposed to be more, and then they just didn't
It's like your
get
first
there.
time.
Yeah.
First time? No, I feel like it's much more the married couple. Like, yeah,
It was great in the beginning, and now no more sense.
Not what I was gonna say at all.
Along those same lines, I'm really disappointed fucking Osiris's ghost in a permanent eye. In Curse of Osiris.
Yeah,
They need some emotional weight in their stories, because, like,
Yeah, but if you...
with the tower going down, it's like, oh, we don't know who made it out. Oh, basically everyone. Everyone you care about made it out, they're all fine. And this is like, the only character death is almost immediately unknown.
you know it's like rated G, right?
It's rated G for
It's rated
Guardian.
T. You can
Yeah.
kill shit. You can. Other games do it all the time.
Not
The
wrong.
other thing is, permadeath is hard to do in a world where you just reawoke the Traveler, whose whole thing is I resurrect people who serve me.
Yeah.
It's real hard to fucking do.
And that's a bad plot point.
It's how they explained respawns.
Jake
It's the
won!
first game in the world that it was like, hey, we're gonna explain why you can respawn.
It is not the
so
first
great.
game in the world.
Jake
It's the first
is
game
so
in that
great.
style.
He
And
won.
obviously I was fucking exaggerating, you dickhead.
I mean, I like potatoes. Okay.
Um,
Anyhow.
But yeah, so
What?
that's my boob.
Exactly.
Let it go.
I don't want it.
Jesus.
Yes, my son.
So
I didn't say
we
black
reached
Jesus.
the gropey section of the stream.
Clearly.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Hey. Hi.
Anyways,
Nipple pinchy, jabba twisty.
do you like to eat shit and drink cum?
No, it's not the weekend.
I like to eat shit and drink cum.
Jesus. Shout out to Justin Roiland. But yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I could continue to argue and talk about Destiny 2 for a while. There's a lot of other points that I'd like to bring up. The one thing I will bring up, because it's one of the negatives that bugs me the most, is I don't like that basically everything is a fucking reskin. Like, the different sets of armor are basically just reskins of the other armors and shit. Like, they're getting away from that, but unfortunately it's slower than I would have liked.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hey, a game that's supposed to last 10 years.
yeah, it'll be better. It will. And I can already see a lot of the improvements that they're making with the first DLC and some of the patches. I'm really excited for the next one because I've always been curious about fucking Rasputin and the Warmind, and in the next DLC we're gonna learn a lot more about him.
Yay.
And some of the like pre-collapse
Defend
stuff.
the Death Star.
And I've always been curious about pre-collapse Guardians and shit like that. So the next DLC really has me interested. I'm interested to see how Osiris continues to play a role in the world, because you know he's gonna.
Yeah.
They set it up
Y'all know what I want to see?
too well.
Like, so, like, fan lore for Destiny sounds pretty badass.
The fan lore is, never mind. At least any of it that I've seen is dumb, because it
I mean, one of
bends
them.
the real lore.
I mean, one of them was how they all got together. Well, like, you had the Titans that just you needed. You know, like, out the wall, check it out. So that's how you get the hunters. And I can't remember how warlocks came into the world.
That's not fan lore. That's legit. That comes from the Grimoires.
Okay, I
From
wasn't sure.
from D1. Yeah. That's basically what it was. Is like you had your original heroes, and then you had the original fire team, which was the Vanguard, and then they started branching things out, like kind of like what you were talking about.
I couldn't remember.
I forgot about Grimoire cards. That was.
I'm so glad they did away with those.
The
Yeah.
worst way to tell the story in a video game ever.
Agreed.
Hey, is that
No, that wasn't R2. Wrong droid style. I mean, it's an R2 style droid, but yeah, he was trying to melee me.
Swinging in the air.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Oh, Scotty 40s, kill me. But
Riku, get out of Johnny.
so that's all I have to say about Destiny 2.
Got anything to add, Tank?
Pretty good. Great DLC.
Okay. And that just leaves our number one game, which is Shadow of War.
Shadow of War made it to number 1?
It sure did.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because it and Destiny 2 are the only ones that were on all of our lists. And for everyone except for you, Shadow of War was ranked higher than Destiny. For me and Tank, it was our number 2 game.
Right. I mean, it's a fun game. It's a neat idea.
Yes.
But it is not a number 1 for me. Not in the least bit.
Hey, you know what my number one was, so.
Yeah, none of our number 1 is number 1.
Yeah, no, none of the games that which, I mean, that makes sense. We're all very different gamers, so I didn't figure that they would be, but damn, Shadow of War.
I've enjoyed Shadow of War a lot. I think Horizon Zero Dawn is a better version of that kind of game, but I enjoyed Shadow of War.
See, I enjoy Horizon more.
Me, I'm one of those that like the big time battles and shit.
I don't mind a good war simulator wannabe, but and Shadow of War is fun. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I'm level 7, and nothing can kill me unless I fuck up or miss a QTE.
What difficulty are you playing on?
Stand guard
Hard.
over the main weapon and the turbo laser hub. Leave no survivors.
Yeah, there's a difficulty above that.
Is there?
Yeah, there's Nemesis,
Oh.
which is very punishing.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, no,
I
I'm
recommend. That's what I've been playing on.
I'm just playing on hard, and yeah, no, it hasn't
What do you
been like
want you play either?
because I built my character all around summoning stuff and stealth kills,
Right.
and so as such, like when I sneak around, everything dies, and my character has an ability where I can stealth kill. One, I can stealth kill beasts, which is just overpowered as shit, and I can stealth kill 2 or 3 people at a time.
Right.
It's ridiculous. And so, I mean, again, fun game, great game. Can't wait to finish the story. Kind of like the story on this one, Battlefront 2. Like, it's compelling, but
Power of Christ compels you!
one of the main issues that I have with the game is the sense of incompletion. Like, there's never...
I'm guessing because you can't kill all the captains in an area.
It's not just that. Like, that's part of it, though. But there's... Nothing in that game gives you a sense of completion. Like, nothing gives you that sense of, hey, I'm done with this. Hey, I can move on from this. Hey, I'm finished with this area.
There is no such thing.
There's no such thing as an end in that game.
I mean...
It's fucking ridiculous. Even Destiny 2 has a point. Even if you're the most... Destiny 1, the most grindy fucking game I've ever played, besides Shadow of War, has an end where eventually you're like, you know what? I've done and got everything. Like, I'm done. That doesn't exist in Shadow of War.
Sure it does. It just takes a long time.
No, it doesn't exist.
Yes,
because
there's
no,
you
because
can complete sets of the different missions. You can complete legendary gear sets.
it keeps popping up new and different fucking shit. It will continuously change the
Yeah, 'cause you're in a
interactions
war.
with the captains and the lieutenants.
Yeah, what's the captain stuff here?
Like, but that's what I'm saying, is it is driven to be a perpetual keep playing me machine. Like,
And
but
that's
it,
fine.
but,
It's fun.
but it doesn't do it in a fun enough way to fucking sit there and spend 40 years playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much time I'll put into it. I have about 10 hours into that game.
I mean,
More than me still.
I mean,
I want to beat the game, so I'm gonna play it more, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it deserves the #1 slot. I realize it gets the #1 slot because of the way we voted and the system that we created, but to say that it deserves, like, it's bare, it was, what, #3 on my list? 4?
Something like that.
and it was number 2 on mine.
Yep, and mine.
Jesus. Because I will say, it is super fun to play, but I can't do it for long periods of time.
Non-stop.
Yeah, it's your number 3.
war.
It is, yeah, that's what I thought. But it's non-stop war, okay? It's non-stop war that ruins a great story. That
Yeah, I'm not.
Who needs a
big
story
on
after all?
the story of it.
I mean, I like the power.
Yeah,
the abilities are super cool. The level system is amazing.
Yeah, super
And
fun.
I will not disparage that at all because it was done super well.
I also love the captain system. Like, I understand why you have your issues with. I do wish it was a clearable thing, but I love just the amount of personality and like the weakness and strengths mechanics.
Oh no, the mechanics for
and
the
all
cap,
of that stuff is like.
absolutely.
Boy,
And I like the fact that at least if they're bringing them back, like they come back, they're fucked up. They have like a new fucking personality quirk because I stabbed him in the fucking eye last time I met him.
Yeah.
I like that stuff. It's exactly like you said. I wish it was a clearable thing.
They've done
I
their
really
damage.
gotta
Now they're trying to
bring
escape the Death Star. Take position at the shuttle bay elevator and hangar controls.
What?
Go.
Who?
Yeah.
I haven't come across that. I think that's one of the sword captains in that. Yeah, I haven't come across that.
Yeah, me either. Clearly.
But when you meet him, you're gonna go, this nigga's gonna say fish are friends, not food.
I mean,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, I like it.
Because his name's the same.
In terms of story, like, it's the complete opposite of Horizon Zero Dawn for me. Like, I don't really care about the overarching story, mostly because I don't like how it goes with the lore of Lord of the Rings, the books.
Right? The real story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I love the characters so much, I really don't care. Like, I love those random fucking orcs
But-
so much, and they're
okay.
so much fun to interact with.
But to be fair, like, they have a huge leg up when it comes to being able to create those characters and create characters that are interesting and dynamic and etc. Blah 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 blah. Because not only has that studio been creating that style of characters for years now on test runs and their other dumb games, but you have the fucking Tolkien universe to build off of, which is the most lore and character intensive. Yeah, he fucked me up. World that has ever been created.
Right.
So I mean, they have a huge leg up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, and I have a ton of fun playing it. I just, yeah. I built myself so that I can dominate a dragon whenever I meet one. But at the same time, I feel like that definitely needs to be a late game thing. Because if they give that to me now, I will be so fucking powerful. It's insane. And then I probably actually won't have to do it.
I won't give up.
I playing on Nemesis, I haven't really had that issue yet. Like, killing, like, normal grunts and stuff is still, like, pretty easy. But, especially, like, if a captain is immune to your bullshit,
Right.
those get really,
Sorry.
really challenging in Nemesis difficulty.
That's good. They should be.
Plus, they have a bar.
They do have the musical fucking orc, which I have not encountered yet, but I want to so bad.
I've encountered a few of them. They're kind of funny. I've even run across a Dread Pirate.
The whole idea is great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Dread Pirate yet either, but
That'll be farther on in different areas.
so you heard it here. Let's Play Death Ray, Game of the Year #1, Shadow of War. How much were we paid by Zach to make that announcement?
$1 million.
$1 million, Zach.
You owe us, fucker.
You heard it here. It's on the internet. It must be true.
Yes, clear.
Damn straight.
But it is also a really pretty game.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
Like, not as pretty as Horizon Zero Dawn, but
No.
very good to look at consistently.
It has some texture issues that
Just start to.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn does not encounter.
Right.
Especially, and the thing that makes me mad is some of them come through in the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So, like, it definitely, honestly, I think that's part of the reason why it's #3 is visually, I think it's #3 out of the games that we reviewed. If actually, visually, it's probably #5
You're not wrong.
out of the games that were on my list.
But graphics are the least important thing to me.
Agreed. I just, like, I don't know. I expected more going into the game, to be fair, but once I started playing it, I had more fun. Like, when I first launched it, I was like, eh. Then once things started rolling, I was like, okay, yeah, I can get into this. Because that game was so hyped to me by people. Like, they basically tried playing it off like it was Horizon Zero Dawn. And I was like, oh my god, Horizon Zero Dawn in Lord of the Rings world. That's what I went into that game expecting.
Right.
So I had to lower my expectations, but once I did, like, and once I actually got into playing it, like, I literally lost myself in just running around murdering lieutenants in the first area. Like, just, and I was like, wait, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing?
Oh yeah, that's real easy to do in that game.
Right?
There's just so much shit to do, and it's so much fun to just kill random captains that are
Am I
along
supposed
your
to shoot
path.
that or go up to it? I don't know.
Yes.
All of you
Got it.
Oh, hi, Riku puppy. My dog has decided that she wants to be loved on because she came over and put her head in my hand.
I found a hole.
Another big thing for that game for me is, like, aside from Batman Arkham City, I think it has the best movement of that type of game.
Right.
Like, it's just really fun to climb shit and run around. And
Yeah, people are saying that it's the new Assassin's Creed is like that game, but even more improved. Like it basically went the other Assassin's Creed, Shadow of War, and then Assassin's Creed Origins. That is the new one, right? Okay. So I'm kind of interested, like, not enough to pay money to play it, but if someone were to, like, send me a copy of Assassin's Creed Origins, I'd play it, just to see where it's come from. I lost interest in Assassin's Creed a long time ago, but I would be interested to play the new one.
the only Assassin's Creed I've ever played is 3, which is pretty universally hated.
Yeah,
That I did
one's
not
bad.
enjoy, so...
I played 1, 2, and 3. 3 is the one...
I played all.
Ew.
Except for Syndicate.
Three,
Johnny, quit growling.
3 was so bad that I stopped playing.
Yeah,
Dude,
understandable.
And I've only ever beat Assassin's Creed 1. I've never beat Assassin's Creed 2. I never beat Assassin's Creed 3.
I beat all to 3. Oh, my
You have to
asshole.
override it
Ow.
and not get shot. You might want to wait.
They also do a really good job in that game of making collectibles worth it. Like, you get rewards for, like, each area's set of things, and like, all the rewards so far have actually been worth it. Mostly they've been, like, skill points or
Ow, my asshole!
abilities.
I also like, if you have friends that play it, the revenge mechanic.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
that
cool.
shit's
Like, that one's really cool. Like,
That is really...
Ow, my asshole!
yeah, I definitely, I do like that. Like I said, it's a fun game. There's a lot of stuff about it I like. There are some complaints. I'd never give it a number 1 myself, but our objective
Was to see what
ranking
happened.
system,
It's none of our number 1s, but it's enough of our number 2s to be number 1.
right?
Because we can't all agree on the best game.
you're enough of a number 2 that you're first for me.
We're all okay enough with that game that it's number 1.
Oh, that's funny. I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn would have been number 1 though had Tank had the ability to play it. Because he doesn't have a PlayStation, so. And Horizon Zero Dawn was probably not
What
too
do you
many
do?
points behind Shadow of War.
I don't know who the fuck you are. Let's see what happens.
No.
Yeah, what is the point disparity between Horizon
Let's see.
and Shadow War? Because I know Shadow War made it on all 3 lists, so it will be a smidge higher.
Yeah, Shadow of War has 11 points.
Holy, what the hell?
Destiny 2 and 5 are actually tied at 8.
Oh, nice.
Persona has 6, and Wildlands has 5.
There we go. 'Cause it has 5 because Tank put it as number 1.
Yep.
For those who are interested in how we rated the games, all 5 of us came up with our list of top 5 games, and then they were assigned a point value opposite of their placement value. So number 1 was 5 points, etc., etc. And then we tallied them all together and created the top 5 list for Let's Play Death Ray, influenced by Archangel and the Jackal at Twitch.
I am one. We are legion.
What?
Because I am the giant.
we say that a lot with him.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What?
We're always judging you, Tank.
We are.
Always.
But we're white. We're allowed to.
Exactly.
You're Jewish. No, you're not.
Hey,
You're
Jewish people
supposed
are
to
white
defend-
now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you're supposed to be defending the black guy.
Triggering main
Why?
shutdown.
Because you're the lawyers.
I mean, we could also just be selling you bagels.
Yeah. Or like the last one I ate today.
Riku, how did you get into the bathroom? Someone left the door open, and you've got yourself a roll of toilet paper.
Don't know why I'm on the turret.
I don't know why she loves toilet paper, but she loves rolls of toilet paper.
What dog don't?
I mean, literally every dog that I've ever had before her. She is the first dog I've ever had that likes to eat toilet paper. She will also grab rolls. Oh, she feels accomplished.
I did something you
She's
could
just
not.
sitting there with the giant grin on her face.
Yeah.
Dogs are great. Anyways, I don't really have anything else to say for the game of the year. I would like to say though, thank you to all of the people who watch, comment, like, and subscribe. You know, your continued support is awesome and greatly appreciated. Over this last year, we've managed to grow and do a lot of really cool things with this. We hope to continue to grow and bring more entertainment and keep just being us. And hopefully you guys continue to share, like,
Yeah,
comment,
one
and
kill.
support
I'm still not
the cause. Also, I mean, it was really awesome to be part of the Extra Life. Yeah.
My nails are finally back to their normal color.
It was really awesome to be a part of something like that.
My beard is back as well.
Yeah, it was an enemy tank.
Fuck me sideways.
And it was really cool to be able to do something to give back and help kids around the country. So, and thank you guys, because without you guys, you know, we wouldn't have been able to do it.
Without you guys, we wouldn't have lost our beards.
That's,
Well, more like games on TV.
we shaved the beard.
You're
for
an
the
eyes
kids.
beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut the.
David Scrub.
Yeah.
You know what? You can go up and go fuck yourself.
I will.
I bet. But seriously, it's an awesome thing. It's a great cause, and we wouldn't have been able to contribute this year without the support of our viewers. So again, thank you guys very much.
I'm blinded.
You know,
I'm going in.
I'm trying to be very serious here. I'm gonna murder Tank. I was poor this year, so all I could really afford to do was the stuff that we needed to support the Extra Life stream and hopefully make it entertaining for you guys. Hopefully next year, that'll change. My goal for next year is to be able to donate as well. So hopefully next year you guys can help us again raise money to help kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Behind you.
Yeah, I noticed. I really thought the blueberries was actually.
Even if we don't make it,
You
he
should
has
know.
a chance.
I know.
Yeah, you definitely should have known better than that.
Then we break out.
Hey, we did it. I'm not sure how.
Gotta
but
be
we
1,000
did it.
troopers heading to the sector. Activate the elevator to bring up the shuttle, and the hangar controls to prep for launch. I won't promise a big thing, but I never have.
Should we go over our games that were on our individual top 5 that not make the overall top 5 at all?
Yes, probably should. So you want to start?
Sure.
Come here, Riku. Hi, good girl.
The one game that I had that did not make the overall top 5 is Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's a turret.
That was your number 5? Fair enough.
Which is admittedly not a great game, but a game that I enjoy a lot as a big fan of the Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah.
And I think it did a great job of sort of capturing the movie experience in a game in a way that was very authentic to the movies, sometimes in ways that maybe don't make the most fun game for other people, but that for me was really enjoyable and awesome.
Fair enough. I can see that. It's a really fun game to play with a group of friends. It's a little fun to play.
So
It is fun as fuck to play as Jason. It's a little fun to play with strangers, but I have to admit, I'm a dick when I play with
I
strangers.
love playing with strangers. It's my favorite thing about that game. And I usually hate playing games with strangers. I don't do it.
Right?
But in that game, fuck yes.
Running.
It is so much fun to fuck with people.
Hey, Jason, he's in the house.
Yeah.
Jason, get him, not me. Hey, Jason, the guy playing chat says you're a bitch.
And I also love like that there's multiple ways to escape and survive.
Right.
And like the idea of being able to kill Jason, like I'll never be able to do it.
I've done it
that
once.
game enough, but like I love that stuff and how based in the lore of those movies it is.
Yeah, it is. They did a real good job of that. So, and like I said, it's fun. It's just for game-wise, if you are not a huge fan of Friday the 13th like we are, it's probably you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
But I love both
You're
that.
not gonna have a great time.
I like both that style of game and Friday the 13th. So for me, it's a really good game.
I mean, yeah.
But it didn't. I do have Dead by Daylight. It's an awesome game. But it just didn't make my top 5 because
Holy shit.
it didn't possess the qualities that I feel a top 5 game needs.
Right.
Hey, Riku, come here.
Then Tank, your one that didn't make the overall top 5 is For Honor.
Yep.
Which I considered for my number 5.
It wasn't bad for a while.
It's a great idea for a game.
Yes.
It's a game I very much want to have a sequel.
Yeah, because the initial one, they screwed a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, there were a lot of balancing issues.
Yep.
And,
A lot.
a lot of really small things that would have made it a lot better of a game, like being able to see what your team members were choosing to, actually have team comp instead of just kind of being stuck.
Right? Having that, oh shit, we all went the night.
Right.
Like,
oh, we are all built to just
or the
kill
warden,
minions.
that's what it is, yeah. Yep.
Like, we're gonna be fine until any of them show up and just murder us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's kind of, you know what they built it around, is it kind of feels like a MOBA.
Kinda, yeah.
Yep.
Except you can't see team comp, so
Right.
so it's like having a whole bunch of ad clear in a game where you also need, a tank and a fucking
Right.
damage dealer.
And like the combat was really fun, but felt like it needed just a little more polish.
Yeah.
I almost got excited. I'm like, hey, I got us in there.
I was gonna say you can probably quit, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in the last 6-minute
Yep.
stretch here. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah, and then the progression system was neat, but it felt a little bit too grindy.
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely like they tried to design it to be like a Call of Duty type progression system where designed for players who are gonna play this all the time.
Right.
And it just wasn't a good enough game to play
I
all the
did
time. There were people out there, don't get me wrong. It just
Yeah.
wasn't good enough for Jake and I to spend that much time.
Dude, I'd
on
fucking drink and wreck. It was great.
I'm sure.
So I either want a sequel to that, or the sequel to a game I've been waiting for forever, and that's a second Bushido Blade.
Oh
It
god.
reminded me a lot of that game.
Yeah. I fucking forgot about Bushido Blade.
Just a more MOBA-esque version of that game.
Right.
Then David,
Yes.
your number 4 game is the other one that didn't make it, and that is
Yep.
Fortnite.
Fortnite is great for me.
Which
and
version?
The game of Fortnite.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about it. Chill yourself. Alright, so Fortnite is great for me for a lot of reasons. One, they have the PUBG style game that is free. I'm always a big fan of studios that are trying to get people involved and come out with these free game modes and stuff like that. I like that, especially
that's a
for
good
a smaller game design company. It's kind of great.
Yeah.
The story mode. It's super grindy, but it's also really fun. And the only reason it's grindy is because I played it a lot with out people. Like, if you play with your friends, you go in, you do the missions. Yeah, a lot of the missions are exactly the damn same, but really what you're doing is you're trying to build your base. So, in order to fend off hordes of zombies. It's fun. It's not the most fun game in the world, but it's an interesting mode.
Any free-to-play game's also gonna be grindy, which is what that game's eventually going to be.
Right. And then I also really like the fact that your in-game currency and stuff, like if you're like me, a bigger Fortnite, PUBG player, the Battle Royale mode, if you go play PvE for a while and just have some fun with the different types of characters and different abilities and stuff that they have, which is a really neat idea, the way that they handle it, because you almost have like a sphere grid of leveling up your characters, which is really cool. Like, before you can use certain types of characters, you have to unlock them on this level progression grid. Like, so I really wanted to use the ninja, so I focused on going down there. So the PvE is interesting, but if you just want to play the PvE to get some credits and use it on shit to make yourself more cosmetically appealing in the Battle Royale, you can absolutely do that. And it's not excessively difficult either. Like, it's not one of those, oh, I have to dump 30 hours into PvE in order to get a reward in Battle Royale. It's not like that at all. Like, maybe 2-3 hours,
right?
And you can go get yourself a couple rewards. So it's interesting there, and I like that there's a crossover, because usually in games like that there is no crossover.
Right.
And then there's the PUBG mode itself. I think that it is such a good approach to the PUBG game style. It's cartoony, it's fun, it has a sense of competition, that you have the different quality weapons and the progression, you have the different modes. I think the new 50v50 is fucking dumb, but that's a whole nother story. Every game like that's gonna make a mistake along its way.
Heard a lot of other people say they like that mode.
I'm sure, because other people don't want to be challenged. I'm like, and this isn't me bragging, but me and my group, we're pretty fucking good at that game. And I have the scoreboard to prove it. Like, we get into at least the top 10 every single time.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
okay.
Have fun.
Thanks for announcing that.
Yes.
Dick.
The internet
Also,
needed to know.
kick my dog out of there if she's in there. 'Cause I think you, or whoever was in there, left the door open last time.
Actually, this door is shut.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did she find the toilet paper roll?
I don't know.
Me either. Anyways, but I really don't like it, because eventually it becomes one of two things. It becomes you versus 22 people, which is unwinnable, no matter how good you are, which frustrates me. Or it becomes, and this is the way that I mostly experience it, because me and my team, we are smart and we also win our gunfights,
Right.
is it becomes 27 people against 4 people. The only difficulty is not, and they took friendly fire off, which is dumb, because what you end up with is like 60 people, well, really like 20 people, shooting fucking rockets and grenades into a town where the last 4 people have to be because of the storm, and just blowing up everything, and now it's just a flat field where you go and you find, oh, there's a bush, that's gotta be where the guy is,
Right.
and 20 people descend on it. It's no fun.
Eh.
No skill base.
Eh.
And you maybe fight, unless you like drop straight down with them, you maybe fight like 6 people.
Okay.
The sneakiness and the stuff like that goes
Right.
away.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
People I like it that I've heard talk about it like it as a more of like just a go in and brawl and have fun shooting shit.
See,
As opposed to the more tactical, sneaky, normal team-based stuff.
right. See, we shoot a lot, and we're sneaky. Like we're the people who ambush you. Us 4 just suddenly start shooting the shit out of you. They start screaming, "Oh my God, where's it coming from?" We kill at least 3 of the 4 people before they get away, and then we disappear again. That's how we play. So we still get plenty of fun.
Right.
Fuck other people's fun.
I've only played the PvP. It is not my thing. It's fun to play every once in a while for me, but
It's very competitive. It's very skill based. It's very fast paced.
I also don't like the movement in that game. I don't particularly like the shooting. It doesn't feel natural or good to me.
It did take a little while to get used to. That's for damn sure. But once I did, and I just love the cartooniness of it.
Yeah, I love how that game looks.
I love the idea of a bunch of cartoon characters murdering each other.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Celebrity Deathmatch back in the day.
I can see that.
So it's just it definitely earned a top 4 because it's just fun as shit to play, and I love the idea of that game because it is literally, I mean, think about it. With any other game, it is what gamers will bitch about non-stop. It is literally the same exact experience. I'm sorry, back that up. It's the same exact style, same exact game, same exact place, etc., and yet a different experience every single time.
See, as someone who's bad at that game, it does not feel like a different experience to me. It feels like the exact same experience. Like, even the ones where I've done okay and actually gotten a few kills, it feels like pretty much the same experience every time to me.
You see, you should play it more with me. Because there's so many different ways to play it. You played with us when we were still learning it, for one. And for two, admittedly, you played with me and my buddy Madden, who is way more aggressive than you play video games, especially shooters. You and I need to play sometime with my buddy John. We'll just sneak and we'll play tactically and smart, and we won't take any fights unless we are right there. And I think you'd enjoy it more. Because then it kind of becomes more of like a Metal Gear Solid-esque.
I don't know, even watching you play with different groups, it does not look like a vastly different experience to me. The way, you talking about it and me watching you play it do not match up at all.
Well, see, but you're looking at two different things. You can go in and have that vastly different each time. That doesn't mean every time I play it's vastly different.
Right.
We do not go for vastly different. We are very competitive at that game and we like to win. So most of the time, you're right. We don't do different shit. Unless I'm with groups who are all about doing different shit. We go in, we know where we land, we know where shit is, we're going for that shit, we're trying to win our gunfights, and then we're trying to arm up and move on.
Right.
Because we're competitive as shit.
Right.
But when I play with Steven, see, you didn't watch me play when I was playing with Steven and Archer. Totally different.
I played with you and Steven.
Yeah.
I don't know if Archer was there.
Yeah, no. Intaro
I don't know.
is
I don't
okay.
remember.
No, I've only played with Archer twice.
Okay.
So, but it was a lot of fun because what we did is we were like, you know what? Fuck all of the named points in the map. We're just gonna start dropping random places and see what we can find. And it's a very different way of playing.
Right.
Same with dropping places where you don't know where everything is.
Right.
I know where every single chest in Pleasant and Retail Row is. If I drop anywhere other than that, in the top right. I know all the chests in the top right too. Now, if I drop anywhere else, it's where is shit? So sometimes, especially in solos, I love if I don't have anyone to play with, but I feel like playing Fortnite, I drop somewhere I've never been. And that's just the way I play. And eventually, yes, it will get played out. Eventually, it will not. Doing stuff like that will not give it that new experience feel. But for right now, it's still new enough. It's still big enough that I can still do those things and make it. If I'm oh man, I'm bored of dropping fucking retail. Fuck that. I'm going over here.
Right.
That's still an option.
Yeah.
And I like that because I have played the fuck out of that game.
Yes, you have.
So.
But I think that about wraps the stream up.
Yep, absolutely does. Once again, thank you for joining us, guys.
Huzzah!
Thanks for your support through the last year. Thanks for joining us on The Extra Life and watching me get punched in the dick.
Good times.
Been told it was their favorite part by a couple of our viewers.
Yeah, it's everyone's favorite part.
I know. Sadists.
I don't know. I think the helium debate was pretty good too.
The helium debate was fun,
Yes.
but also painful
Not
all
for
at
me.
once.
Yeah.
I got a headache.
Got a little bit of it.
I was good.
Dude, it took so much helium though to fucking change my voice. Fuck. It's been a crazy year.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It has been. And I'm looking forward to more games, more shit. We now have a Switch, so
bigotry.
look for some stuff coming from the Switch.
Yeah.
We will be streaming from our Switch soon. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to go get some games for it tomorrow.
Right.
Because yeah, we have a Switch. We do not have games.
There's gonna be
So
some shit.
tune in next Wednesday where we'll be streaming the menus of the Switch.
Right, yeah, exactly. Just the menus and account creation.
Yes.
Don't write down our password, please. But don't worry, Internet. We trust you.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no, I don't trust you at all. Especially you, Zach 8.
He's Act 5 now, thank you
I
very
know.
much.
Wait, he's 5 now? What the
Yeah,
heck
he's 5
happened?
now. He's been getting promoted. He's been doing real
Yeah,
good.
he's been doing good lately.
Good for
Oh,
him.
hi, Riku.
He's been a good boy.
So stay.
If there was a camera on, you would see Stream Doggo,
Yes.
my little puppy, who is about to turn 1 year old. Yeah, you will be 1 year old on December 24th.
So stay tuned for more shits, more giggles, and more niggatry.
Not that last one. Never that last one.
Yes.
Um,
The niggatry.
where the hell's the controller?
Up your bum.
Right here.
Up Jake's bum.
Okay.
We have a Twitter.
We have a Twitter. We have a Facebook.
The grinder.
No,
Yes.
not yet. We have an Instagram.
And a
That
Tinder.
We
doesn't
have
get
a
updated.
Vine too.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Also, check
Wait,
out
is
our
that a
pod.
thing again?
No.
Yeah.
Also,
Vine 2 is a thing.
Oh, it is?
That they're redoing Vine. Yeah.
Are they?
It's coming back out. It's called
Oh.
Vine 2. I wasn't saying we have a Vine as well. I was saying we have a Vine 2, which we definitely do, even though the platform doesn't exist yet. We're very ahead of the curve.
I would like to point out, holy shit, Jake knew something about a social media before I did.
I mean, me and him probably knew about it at the same time.
No, but I don't think you understand how rare this is.
Does Jake deserve a cookie?
No,
Oh.
Jake is going over to the dark side.
Well, fuck it.
I'm okay with Vine. I like the concept of it.
And don't. And
I think in
don't-
execution it was 99% terrible, but I like the concept.
So anyway,
But at the same time, another year coming, and more Klausy puppets.
yep, another year
Ah.
coming. All right, guys, check out our podcast, Greatest American Podcast, and
Greatest
the
American History Hour and Superhero Podcast.
Superhero History Hour and Greatest American Podcast. Fuck you, Jake.
And
Thanks
let's
for
strike
watching.
up Ideas to punch people in the dick.
Bye-bye.
Bye, I'm waving with both my hands.
He's not, he's a liar.
Bullshit.